YouTube, iDocLife here, also known as IDCL here yet again. Today I have a special video for you guys. Now in my last, I guess, quote-unquote webcam vlog video, I talked to you about how I finally came back and my whole PC has changed. Not quite, but kinda. It's all different now, but kinda the same shit. Basically, what had happened was I sold my old PC and to do something that I thought would, like a plan that would go through, but it didn't quite go through. So now I'm retracting and getting my shit back. And now I basically ended up having that R9 270X as a GPU, and everything else was pretty much the same. Besides, now I have a Sabertooth motherboard, which is better than my last one. But the motherboard and the CPU, that shit's gonna change along the course of the next few months or whatever. But as you can see, a special presentation, I got my thick frames on, and my eyes are red as fuck. At least this one is. For some reason, I guess I popped a blood vessel, some shit. I got a chance to play GTA 5, Batman Arkham Knight, now that's finally optimized, The Witcher 3, and of course the Division Beta, as you've seen in my last video. So I basically got a chance to mess with those games with it. And as far as like The Witcher 3, GTA 5, and Batman Arkham Knight, those are three games that I'd already had when I had my last GTX 970, which was the MSI 4G Gaming Edition. And I have to say, I'm really shocked because on paper, the MSI version is better than the Asus Strix version, which is the one I have here now. But the performance is just, I don't know if I got a cherry pick card or if I don't know if I just had a bad MSI GTX 970 or if I got a fucking 980 and 970 clothing and whatnot. I doubt it's that, but I really think I have a very good card on my hand because I'm seeing increases as far as 10 to 15 frames from what I used to get. So without further ado, let me showcase to you guys that I now have the GTX 970 Asus Strix Edition. Now this is the GPU that I wanted before even the MSI one came along. But I ended up getting that one because it was a trade for an Xbox One. It was just an even trade. So I was like, fuck it, I'll take the red, you know. But this is the original GTX 970 that I wanted. Now, as we all know, it has slightly lower clock speeds and whatnot. And I've heard that this GPU has a voltage lock, so you can't really overclock it too far. I never overclock my cards within a range that's above their stock voltage. If I can get some more, you know, core speed and whatnot while still on stock voltage, then I'm cool with that. That's what I did with the MSI GTX 970. And that's what I plan to do with this. So the core lockage or the voltage lock, I don't give a shit about. But this is it right here. This is in a box. I took this bitch out of my computer and put it back in the box just so I can show y'all this shit. So y'all better hit that like button and appreciate this. I'm just kidding. You ain't gotta hit the damn like button. I'm not that. You have to do this in order to get more content type shit. But I would appreciate it if you hit the like button. I'm gonna unbox this motherfucker. Just because I said I would in the last video. And that's solely why I'm doing this video. Unless, I mean, if I didn't, shit, if that wasn't the reason, damn it would still be in my computer. So this is it. It's a beautiful, beautiful box. Take this bitch out. And the presentation is wonderful, man. It comes in a nice little black box with gold finish on the logo and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna take it out. First thing we get is a little, I guess, like this shit look like something you get in a diploma or something, but it's a little booklet, pamphlet, whatever the fuck it is. And you open it up, and then it gives you all your good little instructions, CDs and shit. We don't use these. And then give us a little pamphlet for more Asus Strix, you know, products and whatnot. And then you get the warranty in here. You know, that's pretty much all they give you as far as extras and shit. And no, they did not throw in no like SLI cable or nothing like that. And this ain't really a brand new card. It's just one of those cards that's still like one of the best at pure 1080 gaming for price and performance ratio. So for me, it's the shit. But anyway, this is the most beautiful card I've ever had in my whole fucking life. You got your anti-static paper. This shit is always good, no matter what electronic card you're handling, especially if it has to deal with PC. But yeah, everything else is out of the box, so we gonna get straight into this. And this is the beauty in the flesh. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Lord have mercy. Okay. Simmer down and stop cooning out. But look, this is it. This is made of straight, pure metal. There's not a piece of plastic that I can see on here. And then you had that sexy black back plate. I'm about to say black plate. I still would have been right if I said that. But yeah, it's really sleek, really not too huge, and just a hell of a performer. The damn thing is amazing. It is. And you know, of course, you get your 2 DVI ports. I got the little protective rubbers on there. And then you get HDMI and display port. Oh shit, I'm looking ass backwards. HDMI and display port. You get one of each, basically. And the card is gorgeous. It's the best looking card I've ever fucking owned in my whole life, and the best performer I've ever owned in my whole life. Even over the MSI version, which I had thought was the first or second best to it's always between that one and the G1 version from Gigabyte. But this motherfucker is definitely the sexiest of the 970s. And maybe one of the sexiest cars I've ever fucking had in my whole, that I've ever seen in my life. Okay? This is a beauty. And I love her. I feel like this damn GPU is cherry picked, man. It really is. It's giving me numbers I never had before. And I'm running a DSR 1440p now with comfort. Well into the 60s. Well into like the 70s and shit. On GTA 5 and whatnot. And I've even ran. And this has to have a lot to do with the updates, because Batman Arkham Knight had it coming and needed more updates regardless. Because that shit was broken as fuck when it came out. But playing this, I don't know what happened since the beginning of January, but whether it's optimization updates or this card, the shit is a huge difference between my MSI version. I'm not saying go out and buy a Strix version over an MSI version. That's not what I'm saying. Because I really feel like I got a cherry-picked Asus Strix edition, because this shit is wonderful. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. Asus Strix edition, 4 gigabyte, actually 3.5 with 512 megabytes at the other end. GTX 970. Yes, I am aware of that. I even say that in every fucking video that is related to a GTX 970. I know about the VRAM problem. I don't give a fuck. By the time I'm ready to game in 1440p in its purest form, I'll have a new card anyway. But for now, I got my GTX 970 and I love it. I might even do a video on the 390, seeing on how, I gotta see how Arrow West feels about that, because that's his 390, but he may let me, just to showcase it, and, give you guys the type of performance it is, since it is the newer and supposedly the new king of 1080 as far as price and performance ratio. But anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna leave this video alone. This is IDCL. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace. Of course, the most noticeable thing of the entire beta is the fact that it looks nothing like the E3 presentations that we have seen over the past 2 years. And to be honest, you shouldn't be surprised by now, because you gotta look at who's making it and look at the track record since like Assassin's Creed 3. This is Ubisoft, man. They have been doing this for years. When Assassin's Creed 3 came out, it didn't look as good as this E3. Recently, Watch Dogs came out. Not recently, but as of 2 years ago.